Oh, you make an improvement to yourself. It's kind of rewarding to see results, what you look like before and after maybe a treatment or a procedure.
Before and after photos are becoming standard throughout many practices, including in Dr. Joel Schlesinger's office.
It is. The doctor is back on the blend to tell us a little bit more. Good to see you, doctor.
Good to be here.
Yeah, I hope you had a good 4th of July. I haven't seen you for a couple weeks, so it's good to catch up with you a little bit. And we're talking about these before and after photos. Really, I mean, in your practice, you consider it very important to capture these moments before and after.
Absolutely. You know, the before and after photos are really the culmination of your work, and it's the only way that not only the patient can judge it, but you can also judge it.
So how do you achieve the results seen in your before and after photos?
And that's really the question. How do you achieve those results? Because before and after pictures are something that are very personal to every person that practices cosmetic surgery. And if you go to someone that doesn't have a lot of before and after photos, you're kind of going on trust that, you know, maybe they know what they're doing, maybe they don't know. And I was thinking about it, I was thinking it's kind of like if you were hiring a violinist for your wedding and you went based on 2 violinists and it was just based on price, you never looked at the work or listened to their violin playing.
As a musician, that's dangerous. I know how dangerous that can be.
Well,
so, you know, this is a person, for example, that had Dysport, but you know, what we're getting away from is just saying it's this one thing. It's Botox, it's Dysport, it's this filler, it's that filler. It's the complete picture. It's basically what that person looks like before and after, and that's the goal that we want to have. So this individual had some Botox, she also had fillers, but the key is how we use those fillers to make a difference, that her eyes look less tired, that she has a more refreshed look, that she has a more alluring look to her eyes and to her face. And that's the beauty of having kind of a different palette to go through. So again, this individual had quite a bit of loss of volume because she was a marathoner and she was very fit.
Cheeks,
and that's what we were able to do with her with the use of fillers, some Botox, and you know, it's going away from, I think, the fact where people are looking at these things and saying, I want 1 syringe of this. It's not going to be that in the future. And if you go to someone that has good before and afters, you're able to see how they do it and what you could look like afterwards. So,
what's this? This is Kybella, isn't it?
She had Kybella. So that's a chin fat treatment, a double chin treatment.
That looks amazing.
Absolutely, non-invasive. She had, I think, just 2 treatments, and
you
it's
can see a jawline there.
Oh yeah.
Now, generally speaking, we do 2 to 4 treatments of Kybella to improve the chin fat area. And I feel very fortunate. We've been working with Kybella for 10 years now. We did the clinical trials, so we knew exactly what to expect when it came out. And it's a remarkable, remarkable treatment. We also have Cool Mini for the chins, which is a method where you can freeze the fat. So we sometimes use Cool Mini, which is the freezing the fat, along with Kybella in kind of a sequence, and that allows us to have a dramatic improvement. Now, here's a person who had CoolSculpting, which is the freezing of the fat, and he had it on his flanks, so you can see the area of the love handles.
Yes.
And again, absolutely 0 downtime. So this is a person who came in who had a little bit unwanted fat around his flanks and was able to do it in a couple treatments. He was done with it, and it really made a nice difference.
In this picture, and this is what I can appreciate about your before and after pictures, there's no trick photography here. And matter of fact, the picture on the left, which was prior to the procedure, he's a little more tan.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And sometimes you'll see before and after pictures where they look tan and they look better in the after picture. But there's no trick photography here in what you guys do in your before and after pictures.
Oh, absolutely. And that, again, is part of the process. You want to get good pictures. And so we're very, very tough on, you know, doing really good pictures. So sometimes we look at ourselves and we say, well, we better redo that picture. It wasn't good enough. And so the important thing is that we want to make sure that the patients can see the differences in their improvement before and after. Now, here's a SmartLipo. So this was actually liposuction of the abdominal area, and it was the tumescent method. So SmartLipo is a laser lipo, and it's used along with tumescent liposuction. So this individual was able to get off the table and walk down to her car and the next day or two she can go back to work.
Now I love this SmartLipo because even when I was at my skinniest in my life, which was a few years ago, that area right below the belly button, as you can see in that photo, is extremely difficult to get rid of. I've always had that problem, and many women especially have that problem. And look at the difference that made.
It really does affect many people's ability to wear clothes, to have that confidence, and it just makes such a difference. And the difference between the traditional method that was used in plastic surgery and the like and SmartLipo is night and day, because they don't have the bruising, they don't have the downtime, the recovery time that is lengthened. So this method, you can go back to work literally the next day. It is that easy. Literally no bruising, and most of our patients just have an easy thing. Now you do have to wear a garment for about a month afterwards for SmartLipo, but very small difference. And here, I love this picture because you can see the right side of her upper back, kind of right above the flanks. She went from having kind of a roll there to having this sculpted body where you can actually see a contour there. And again, you wouldn't see that if you didn't have that before to compare it to, where she now has kind of a figure. This really attractive figure on both sides. It's kind of gone to an hourglass from a different sort of shape that she was in before. So that hourglass figure is something that we really look forward to in our liposuction patients.
And that SmartLipo, it's extremely effective. And as he's looking at those before and after pictures, you guys shoot your own before and afters. Do most doctors do that, or do doctors use stock ones from the
Most of them use stock pictures, or if they don't have really good before and afters, you just wonder whether they are that good.
Well, that's what I want to see. I want to see real people, real results, and I think they're incredibly important to have, because at the stock, you just don't believe it. You don't trust the doctor as much, and so I think it's fantastic that you do your own. And I mean, we know and trust you anyway, but that's just another reason to go to you.
Well, it's really all about the artist. It's the person who's on the other end of the cannula, the person who's on the other end of the syringe, the person who is envisioning it. You want to make sure that your vision matches my vision or the surgeon's vision that you go to.
Yes.
Well, those before and after, everybody loves looking at these before and after pictures, and yours are real. No fake news there. Dr. Joel Schlessinger, skin specialist, lovelyskin.com. 334-7546. Doctor, have a great weekend. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you so much.
And you too, guys.
Guests of the Morning Blend start their day with coffee from Paris Gourmet, the official coffee of the Morning Blend. You can learn more online at OmahaMorningBlend.com.
Well, if I had to pick one favorite food, of all the foods out there, I think I would have to pick pizza.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah, which is why I'm excited for you to take us to My Pie Pizza.
Yep, the secret to their Neapolitan-style pie and a visit to the patio. We're about to pull that all out of the oven in about 2 seconds here.